All right, so news has come out that the Senate wants to make the issues pushing forward for 2026 affordability. They want affordability to be the focus of campaigning for midterms and for session and stuff. They want to work on affordability. Um, no, no. You really need to rethink what you're going to be doing if you think affordability is what everybody's focused on right now. Now, affordability is important, don't get me wrong, and I see no reason why you can't do all of that. I don't know why you have to pick what you're going to tackle, because you should be able to do all of it. This also comes in news of Cory Booker saying we need to do more. We, like the people, need to do more. I said it back when Cory Booker did his performative speech that it was performative. It was not a filibuster. A lot of people were like, he's doing a filibuster. There was no bill to filibuster. He wasn't filibustering anything. He held a speech. He used congressional time to talk at length. That's it. It didn't do anything. It didn't make any changes. He spoke, and a lot of you fell for that performative politics. I'm glad he said stuff you liked, but the fact that now he's pointing the finger back to the people and saying, you guys need to do something, no. As somebody else put it on this platform, it's his job and fellow Democrats' job to bring bills up or to be obstructionists as much as possible. And somebody did a great job of listing all the ways they can to drag their feet, as Republicans have done, to prevent bills from getting where they need to go. Affordability is not the issue because it's a no point. Things haven't been affordable for a while, and Democrats have not done enough. They keep trying to negotiate with the Republicans for one reason or another. What you need to do for the midterms this time is not negotiate. If you're running as a Democratic official, your platform needs to be A, impeachment on Trump. That's what you need to be going for. 2, to obstruct as many Republican bills that are harmful to the American people as possible. You need to be going over every piece of legislation, reading it aloud, reviewing it, and bringing it to the people's attention. Use your PR arm to talk to your constituents and let them know what these bills do. You need to be talking to your people more. And maybe push for universal health care, but ultimately undoing what Trump has done is the most important thing that you can do at this point. Sorry, my phone's going off. I'm getting alerts. But affordability ain't it. We're not going to have affordability as long as you keep letting things go through and don't work as obstructionists or don't stomp your feet and do something. Affordability won't matter. There won't be anything to afford if there's nothing to buy. There won't be anything to afford if there's no people to buy anything. And multiple other items to be taken care of. You guys need to do something about jobs. And I don't mean just making more jobs available. I mean putting more restrictions in place for what employers can and can't do, because things that are happening within the jobs market are ridiculous. You guys have done none of that. So you have to stop negotiating with Republicans and just start passing bills. And if you guys end up with a majority, you need to be pushing an agenda through as Republicans have, as quickly. No more negotiating, no more sitting idly. You need to push it through. And I always put these messages out knowing nobody will listen. But if the DNC needs help and advisement, at this point, I'm more in touch with the Democratic base than the DNC is. You guys are so out of touch with what your base is supposed to be. It is quite absurd. You need to get different leadership in the DNC to start picking candidates or help getting candidates promoted and start directing a message. If the DNC's job is going to be to direct candidates what to campaign on, you guys are way out of whack. So get it together or you're going to lose the midterms. We said this before about just presidential election. A number of people in your party told you what was going to win you the election, what was going to lose it, and you guys stuck to what was going to lose. Twice, I might add. Once was determining that Biden was going to make it, and then that Harris was going to make it. And we both times said we'd support, but knew it was not going to be a winner. So get it together. Anyway, that's all I've got for right now, but yeah, what we're seeing right now for DNC is not promising. I'm not even hopeful if they make it in, they're going to complete anything. They just don't have the gumption to do anything. We need better candidates. If you're considering running and you've never ran in politics, maybe now is the time if you have the resources. I know a lot of people don't. I know I don't. Now might be time to run, but affordability is not it, guys. That is not the game plan we need right now. There's bigger stuff going on.